Hi PreAlgebra students, we're going to be taking a look at a couple of examples. This video is about integers. Going in a little closer, if you take a look here, integers are positive and negative whole numbers, 0, which is neither positive nor negative. If you notice there are 3 dots right here, that is to let you know that this list keeps growing, so 4, 5, 6, in that direction. And over here there are 3 more, and that is to show that the list is growing in this direction. -4, -5, -6, etc. We have below 2 number lines that we're going to work on and graphing on a number line. Now when I drew these before I started recording, I spaced the intervals evenly. I had a ruler to do that. And so these are actually centimeter markings to get things spaced out. I couldn't do that while I was recording. Suggestion: if you have some lined paper, you may work sideways, and then you can use these to evenly space your intervals. Excuse me, got a little tongue-tied there. Intervals, and that way you won't have to worry about marking them out manually like I did. So feel free to work sideways when you create your own number lines. That's fine by me. It'll make it a little bit more efficient. Pull that away for the rest of this. So back to the ones I already drew. Every number line should show 0. 0 is a point of reference that lets you count up from there or down from there. So for this first one, I'm going to place 0. And then I have a +1, so counting just one interval over +1. And next I have a +4. So here's 0, and I'm going to count up. I already have 1, 2, 3, and here is 4. I'm going to make this point very obvious to say, hey, that's where my 1 is, and make this point very obvious to say, hey, that's where my 4 is. When things are crowded, those points just add clarity of the exact location that you're labeling to the reader. This second example, if you take a look, I have a negative number and a positive number to graph. So I am going to work on both sides of 0. On my graph, I'm going to shift my 0 a little bit over to one side. And I did that really on purpose because I sized things up and said, hey, I need more room on this negative side. And 2, well, that's smaller. I don't need as much space over here. So please take a moment to think about that before you start graphing on your own. Where is the best placement? What types of numbers do you need room for? -6, I'm counting backwards 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands here. Because I glanced away, I'm going to double check that for myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Label this. If you think about money, this is like owing someone $6. If you think about weather, this is the winter time when the temperature is below 0. If you're doing any gardening, this is digging a hole 6 feet into the ground. Our other number, we want to go back and plot +2. So here's 0, count over 1, 2. And this is like having $2 in your pocket. Think about maybe going to the vending machine when we're back in the building. This can also be represented with the wording, excuse me, I got tongue-tied again, of having 2 of an item, like say 2 candy bars. So I'm going to pull up just so you can see this whole paper before I shut off the video. Again, introduction to integers, positive and negative, whole numbers, and 0, and graphing those on number lines. Be well.